Okay, so this week the Lord's name is Jehovah Naheh or Jehovah Naheh, um, Lord who smites. Now, when it talks about Lord smiting, that means the God's judgment and God's chastisement. Remember in Egypt, he told them that he would send frogs. The reason why he used frogs is because the Egyptians, they had a goddess named Heket or Heket. The Heket was always pictured with the head of a frog, and frogs were considered sacred and could not be killed. So Egyptians worshipped the frog as a female goddess because they reproduced rapidly. Now you know God says, "Put no God before me. Put no other gods before me," correct? We know this. So why are we worshiping other things versus God? I remember in Jasher, oh gosh, you got to read Jasher. Check it out. I remember Jasher, Noah, not Noah, but Abraham, he went back to his dad and he told his dad, like, who is the God that, who made us, who created us, and who created everything? So his dad went and showed him about 12 stones and 12 wooden images and told him, these are those who made us. This is those who created us. And Abraham was like, no. He didn't tell his dad that, but he thought about something. He said, when his dad went away, he went ahead and he went and made some food for these goddess. He put it in front of them. They didn't move, so now he's mad. Abraham is mad now. Like, this is stone, this is wood that we worshiping. No, this is not right. So he went ahead and knocked all them stones and them wooden images down, right? And then there was a big one left. So he put the axe in the big one's hand. Then his dad came back like, hey, what happened to my, why'd you destroy the statues? And his dad told him, well, they reached for the food, and the big one was upset because the big one was supposed to reach for the food first, and so he swiped them. He swiped them because they tried to get the food before he did. And his dad was like, yeah, right. He said, well, what do you mean, yeah, right? These are your gods that you worshiping, but you worshiping something with no power, no feelings. Come on now. So what are we worshiping today? So what is that called? That's called idolatry. What is idolatry? Let's talk about idolatry because we don't talk about idolatry a lot. You don't hear it a lot. But guess what? Idolatry is still goes on more and more today. We put everything, idolatry really is everything that you put before God. Anything you put before God, that is idolatry. In the New Testament, idolatry came to mean not only the giving to any creature or human creation the honor or devotion which belong to God alone, but the giving to any human desire a precedence over God's will. What do you think you are putting before God? God said that you are healed. What are you putting before God? What are you telling yourself that, well, what is man telling you that, is somebody telling you something different? How about that? So we gonna believe man over what God says? Come on now, it's time for you to, hey, we got to study these words. We got to study the scriptures, understand where God is coming from, understand what he means. And the more you get into your word, then the more you will understand what he is talking about, who he is, how the grace is, how he saved you. He says that whom the Son set free. Whom the Son set free. Did Jesus set you free? Then you are free indeed, right? You are free indeed. So what's holding you back? What we are putting before God. So what can we be putting before God? Could it be titles? Could it be practices? Could it be people? Could it be titles? Could it be doctrines? Could it be um, um, what anything? Money? Could you put money? Could you put food before God? You you need to fast, but you're not gonna fast because maybe somebody with a degree told you that you had to take something, and you got to take this, so you can't fast. Is that your God? Or is God your God? Come on now. How about money? Is money your God? Think about it. Don't be in idolatry. What a person. A person can be your God. Oftentimes I looked up to so many people and I clung to them because I thought that they was giving me, teaching me what God wanted me to know, getting to know God by a person being close to me. And God started to separate everybody from me. And I'm like, well, what's happening? Where they at? I needed them. He said, no, you need me. This is who I want you. This is me right here. So, hey, focus on God. Get to know God for yourself. And then you'll know right from wrong. And you can detect the embodied junior Nephilims. Because they around. That's them fallen angels. Watch out for them.